This is a limited edition of 500 pieces, and he got number 264. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is Webster's We're talking about Transformers last night. This is episode number 161, and in this episode, once again, we're here to talk about the toys. The toys make up a huge and exciting, and of course, an important part of the Transformers franchise. What would Transformers be without the toys? And that's why we're here to talk about it, but most importantly, we're here to talk about the toys because of you guys. Thanks so much to you guys for submitting me all this great content. We now have enough content to make up an episode, and that's why we're here to talk about it. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy another episode of The Road to TF5. Now, in this episode, we're going to talk about the toy launch events in some parts of the world that I haven't already talked about. I talked about Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, but I haven't talked about Mexico and the Philippines. And thank you to Miguel Alagora from the Philippines and also Efren Macatola Lopez from Mexico. We got some great photos for you guys to check out. So I know a lot of you guys haven't had a really exciting toy launch event in your part of the world, but we can now live vicariously through some other people's photos. So let's do that. So we're just going to start off with some photos from the Philippines from Miguel Alagora, and check this out. So I originally thought that their toy launch event was going to take place in a Toys R Us. It actually didn't. It took place in the mall, and what they have done is that they reserved an entire section of the mall, like this empty atrium section, just for the release of the toys for Transformers last night. Check this out. This is awesome. First you enter in, and then there's all these armor up turbo changers, and then all these Optimus Prime voice changing masks that we've seen before. And check this out. There are these, I think there's like these are bobbleheads or head knockers, and then below that these Optimus Prime and Bumblebee masks from Transformers Prime, and below that is deluxe class toys. But what's really cool is that they put on display these movie toys from the original movie. That's something you just don't see every day, and that's something that that's really cool to see, because you wouldn't be able to normally see this unless you own these guys. But to have them all together like that just looks really great. And then also they got toys from Transformers Dark of the Moon displayed out there. There's even a coloring area for kids. There's a giant Bumblebee statue along with the evolution of Optimus Prime. Very cool. And check this out. This is the statue of of Megatron in Transformers Dark of the Moon, and this is really goofy looking Optimus Prime from Transformers Last Night or Age of Extinction, one of those, but because he's got the knight armor. And you could even play the Transformers video game. You could stand inside this box to make yourself look like you're inside a Transformers Deluxe Class box. You can even watch Hasbro commercials. And you could even stand inside the Optimus Prime box. And look at this photo. This is a photo of the top view of this event, and it's a pretty lively and exciting event. I would have loved to be there. And what is going on that stage over there? I have no idea, but I'm really curious to see what or to know what they actually put on that stage for entertainment. Excuse me. So that is really awesome. And like, wow, I mean, you guys really had one hell of a Transformers toy launch event. Moving on, we're going to move over to Mexico, and these photos were sent to me from Efren Macatola Lopez. And instead of having it inside a mall, they had it outside. And what can you do outside? Well, you can display the heroes of Transformers Last Night. And by heroes, I mean the vehicles. And while they didn't exactly have the actual vehicles from the movie, they at least got some kind of replicas that look kind of different. For example, Crosshairs. And you can tell right away, okay, that's not really Crosshairs, but we all know that that's Crosshairs, or at least supposed to be. Barricade is there. He doesn't actually have the markings, the accurate markings, but that's still Barricade. We know that's Barricade. And then, of course, here's Bumblebee. and he's not exactly modified like the way the Camaro's modified in Transformers Last Night, but still very good looking Camaro. And then there's of course Hot Rod, who happens to be a convertible in this version. And also there's this giant Optimus Prime statue. How cool is that? This was an outdoor event, so they even put out the evolution of Barricade for the Transformers Last Night toys outside, and they put them on, they put the Legion class, and then the Turbo Changer, and then the Deluxe class. Same thing goes for Bumblebee, which also includes his Armor Up Turbo Changer, and then it includes all the different versions of Grimlock, and then of course there's all the different versions of Optimus Prime. So very, very cool. So thank you so much to Miguel Alagora from the Philippines and Efren Macatola Lopez from Mexico for submitting me all these photos. By seeing all these photos, it felt like I was actually there. I mean, that's the best. That's the best, I guess, best experience I could get out of it. But it was just a really, really awesome event. So thank you so much for sharing all those photos with me, so that I can share them with the rest of the Ragin Nation. So let's check out some toy haul photos. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Ryan Teo from Malaysia, because he got to get his hands on the limited edition Transformers Last Night Battle Damaged Voyager class Optimus Prime, which looks pretty awesome. Check this out. This is a limited edition of 500 pieces, and he got number 264. 500 pieces out of all the Transformers fans in the entire world. That is a pretty small number. That's a very limited production run, and to know that you were able to get your hands on that, you're a very lucky collector. I imagine in order to get your hands on it now, you gotta go to eBay to probably pay double or triple. I haven't actually checked out the prices, but still, you know it's gonna go for a lot. So anyways, very, very good piece. Congratulations. Also, big birthday shout out goes up to John the Jedi Wanderer, and he got himself a Voyager class Optimus Prime for his birthday. Happy birthday to me, 33 and now this. I found this today and I was really impressed, so don't give up on the hunt there. Congratulations and happy birthday to you, John. I'm happy that you were able to get what you wanted. And then I want to give a big shout out to Jeff Sabecki. And he says, this is my son Jaden. Today he picked out his first Transformers toy. And here's a big shout out to you, Jaden. Congratulations for getting your very, very first Transformers toy. This is one of many to come that is going to give you lots and lots of fun. I can see that you have an Optimus Prime Turbo Changer, like an Armor Up Turbo Changer rather, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And to Super Dad, awesome job on picking out, or rather helping Jaden get that toy. And here is wishing and hoping that you get many more toys to come. All right, so thank you, Jeff, and also thank you, Jaden, for being part of the TF5 toy hunt. Okay, so what happens after the TF5 toy hunt, and what happens after you've purchased all the figures that you want from Wave 1? Well, of course, there's Wave 2. And the reason why I won't be making any toy hunt videos is because I got everything that I want from Wave 1, from 4 Deluxes to Voyagers and 4 Turbo Changers. I'm now waiting for Wave 2. And what does Wave 2 consist of? Well, as far as I know, Deluxe Class Drift and Deluxe Class Squeaks, and I think Snarl and Steelbane, or rather Slug and Steelbane are in there. But as far as I know, people from the UK were able to purchase Squeaks and Drift from Argos. And if you don't know what Argos is, I believe it is a catalog order store. It's not really a retail store that you can walk into and just browse around. I think you just tell them what you want to order through a catalog, and they bring it to you, you pay for it, and then you go home, and then there you have it. So I think that's the only way you can get it for now, until now. Thank you to George Skypoke who brought this to my attention. Deluxe Class Squeaks is up for pre-order on Amazon France. And why Amazon France first? I don't know, but considering that it's showing up on Amazon France, it's just a matter of time before it shows up on Amazon. Like, I'm talking about Amazon.com, .ca, .au, .uk, .jp, I guess. But anyways, so if one Amazon site has it, then the rest of the Amazon sites are going to have it, and then eventually Toys R Us and Walmart is going to have it. So just give it some time, be patient, and you're going to get your hands on a deluxe class Squeaks. And if you don't already have the Drift from Age of Extinction, you can get the Drift from Transformers Last Night. He's going to be red though. Anyways, moving on, I want to give a big shout out to a really awesome creator, and that would be Colby, because Colby is a big fan of Transformers Dark of the Moon, and he's also a big fan of Lego. And what he's done is that he's recreated the scene from Transformers Dark of the Moon where Bumblebee he takes down the pillar, which in turn saves Earth, because they were about to bring Cybertron into Earth, and that would be the end of the world. But in any case, Colby recreated this scene. He's got a Lego-made Bumblebee there, and there's the pillar. And here's another shot of Bumblebee. Looks really good. And there's another shot of him again. So great job, Colby. It looks like you know what you're doing, and you put together this really great looking Bumblebee out of a Lego. And you know, there are a lot of people who don't have the toys, but what you can do is you can draw your favorite characters. You can even make your favorite characters out of Lego, and I've even seen people make their favorite characters out of cardboard and paper. So you can do anything as long as you got the creative mind for it, and I can see that you have the creative mind for it, and you've done a great job. So thank you so much for sharing that with me, Colby, and I really appreciate your patience, because I know that you've been sending me lots and lots of photos of this, and just like I said before, if you really want something to happen, you just gotta be persistent about it. If you want something to happen, then you gotta make it happen by doing what you need to do to make it happen. So he was just emailing me tons of photos again and again and again for weeks, and finally, like I said before, I appreciate the persistence, and here's your shout out. Anyways, I'd like to next answer a question from Sajan Sebastian, and this is regarding my toy hauls, and he says, excuse me, it could be a stupid question. If you're not finding the toys, why can't you go to ages 3 and up? That's not a stupid question. That's a very good and valid question, and I got a good answer for you guys. So there are 2 reasons why I don't shop, or rather I didn't buy my Transformers Last Night toys from my friends over at ages3andup.com. Ages 3 and Up is a toy store, collectible store, that specializes in Transformers, third-party Transformers products, 1/6 scale action figures, some miscellaneous action figures, board games, Gundam, and lots of other cool stuff. But anyways, they're my friends that run the store, and you're absolutely right. I could have purchased my Transformers Last Night toys from them, but I didn't, and I'll explain why. There are 2 reasons why I didn't do that. The first reason is because they're my friends. I know it sounds kind of ironic, but I want to support my friends, or rather I want to help my friends by actually not buying their Transformers Last Night toys. I know that doesn't make any sense right now, but hear me out. So they know that Transformers Last Night toys are available in the mass market. They also know that they are also a Transformers store. They specialize in Transformers, and therefore they gotta bring in Transformers Last Night toys. But like I said, they know that they're available in the mass market, Walmart and Toys R Us. A lot of people are going to be buying them from Toys R Us and Walmart, but their loyal customers will be buying it from them. So they brought in a limited quantity to distribute, or rather sell to their loyal customers and walk-in customers, and I just want to make sure that they have enough available for their loyal customers, because if I went in and bought one of each, there goes a chunk of their stock. You know what I'm saying? It is better to say, yes, we do have them in stock, here they are, rather than, I'm sorry, we don't have any stock, we're sold out, and we're not getting any more in. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't purchase my Transformers Last Night toys from my friends over at ages3andup.com. And, you know, I feel that a business is only a good business if it has the supply to meet the demands of their customers. And by me not buying it from them, then they will be able to meet the demands of their customers. They have always sold out all their movie toys because they bring in just the right amount. Not too many, not too much, or not too many, not too little, just right. So that's the first reason. The second reason is toy hunts. Hashtag TF5 toy hunts. A lot of people, since Transformers Dark of the Moon or Transformers Age of Extinction, have been asking me, hey Alex, when are you gonna go on a toy hunt? I really enjoy your toy hunt videos. Can you please bring them back? And I've been receiving lots of messages for toy hunts. I want to go on a toy hunt, and I want to take you along with me on those toy hunts. And it's kind of like a journey. And I had never understood why people enjoyed watching my toy hunts until I read more of the comments, and it made me realize that when I go on to toy hunts and I put it on a video, it feels like you're going on the toy hunt with me, because you never know what you're gonna get. These toy hunts are kind of like a story. It comes with a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning, me telling you guys that I'm gonna go on a toy hunt. The middle is me going on the actual toy hunt. The end, whether the toy hunt is a success or a failure. So it kind of tells a story, and it's very, very entertaining. And that is why, if you look back at one of my toy hunt videos back in 2011 with Transformers Dark of the Moon, you will see that one of those toy hunt videos is actually my most viewed videos at just over 500,000 views. That tells you something. So there you have it. That's why I didn't purchase my toys from my friends over at ages3andup.com. It's because I want to go on toy hunts, and also I want to help them by making sure they have enough stock to go out to their customers. Alright, so that's all I gotta say in this episode, and I just want to give a big final shout out to Brick Raider, and I just want to read you this comment that he put out on my YouTube video on one of my episodes, and it really resonated with me. It really meant a lot to me, and I just want to share this with you guys. I know it doesn't really relate to this video, but thanks for being a clean, family-friendly Transformers YouTuber. Also, thanks for putting the time you do into this channel. I watch your vids almost every day now, and hope you'll continue making quality content for a long time. It's really hard to find family-friendly channels on YouTube, so I appreciate Alex for being one. Thank you so much for this comment, and thank you so much for acknowledging that I am a family-friendly and clean channel, because you're absolutely right. There are not a lot of clean and family-friendly channels on YouTube. When you go on YouTube, it's very random. You never know what you're gonna get. You could click on a superhero video, and it might end up being inappropriate for kids. So that's why I actually made a commitment to myself and to the fans that I would keep all my content very clean and make sure that it's family friendly. And the reason why I did this was because when I started my original channel back in 2010, I thought that my target demographic was gonna be young adults. So I kept my content at a PG-13 level. And then I was invited over to a Transformers convention over in Savannah, Georgia called SavCon. And then I met a lot of my really young fans, and that really inspired me to really make a change. I decided to make a positive change, and that is to make sure that if I'm going to be putting content out there for the public to see, I want to make sure that it's going to be available to all kids, including big kids. And by big kids, I mean big kids like me. But most importantly, small kids and kids of all ages. So that's why I make the content that I make, and I'm very wary about the type of content I make. So I feel like I have this responsibility to myself and everybody out there that I will make a promise to you and to all the parents and to all the kids that no matter what you see on this channel, it will be family friendly, and I'm going to keep it clean for you guys. So thank you so much, Brick Raider, for acknowledging that. I will continue to make this type of content for everybody. So there you have it. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. We're gonna talk more about Transformers Last Night. There's a lot of content for you guys coming up. Of course, the road to TF5 is gonna continue going, and I already have like 10 episodes planned out for the next little while, and then there's gonna be more stuff. And anyways, it's just getting really exciting. So there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this episode. As always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. The sightings. So all you gotta do is put a hashtag TF5 toy hunt, and then I will indicate what I saw in a photo.